ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a GameStar presentation. Tonight we have a game for number 4 on the Cybergamer Ladder. It will be a rematch from last week. Both these teams went against each other. It was a very close game. We'll have to see if we have a repeat performance tonight. My name is Coldblood, and joining me in the studio tonight will be Hello Reaper. How are you?
I'm doing very well, and we're pretty far into Select at this point. We already got the I'm guessing an AoE comp coming down from Celestial there with the Sona Malphite. A lot of big AoE team ultimates there, a lot of lockdown already, and we see the Jarman, a bit of lockdown himself, so we'll see where this goes from here.
Yeah, so both the teams making it pretty clear what they want to go through. They're rocketing through the bans at the moment. For those who are unaware, we block out the summoners, just so the players can't see what one another's running till they're in the loading screen. So youFRAG eSports team Kisai are on the left. They're defending their number 4 spot. They've banned out Ari, Amumu and Thresh. And Celestial eSports are just one rank below them at number 5. They're looking to have another go at number 4 here. Hello?
Yeah, let's hope we have a good game tonight. I mean, so I hear they have a bit of rivalry going on between these two teams, and we see the cannon pick there, so that either got to go on the top or mid lane. I'm guessing top to just get that early game harass, early game strength to just kind of translate into late game. As we know, cannon are very, very, very big lane win.
Yeah, so both of these teams have a lot of AoE potential just in the first 5 picks game-wide. People are going to be in the air and dancing and stunned all over the place, so we'll have to see how these fights start out. Shout out to Hooper Lad, who Otam is his bro, and shout out to Meso Kid, the mid laner for Celestial. It's his birthday apparently, so happy birthday to him. Hopefully he can manage to keep the trash talk down this time.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we have a clean game as usual, but a little bit of trolling goes down. It's all a bit of fun and games, but let's hope it doesn't get too serious there. We got the Lee Sin pick, actually.
Oh, we better not talk about it, because they love to troll us. We'll wait till it's locked in.
Oh, well, let's hope they actually do pick Lee Sin, so I don't look like a fraud on stream as usual. It is locked in. I'm not a fraud.
Yep, there we
go.
And
we'll see whether he's in actually the jungle or the top lane there. I'm guessing jungle, because Jarvan translates far better in top lane, so I believe it'll be a Kennen mid and an AD carry Ezreal, or maybe they'll just troll us and go AD carry Kennen. That'd be interesting to see.
We'll have to see what they decide to run. Well, this is going to be pretty boring for those who got sick of the holy trinity of AD carries the end of Season 2, when it was just Corki, Ezreal and Graves over and over, because we're going to have Ez and Corki here again. Corki definitely going to be grabbing the Triforce. Don't know about Ezreal. We'll have to see what he decides to build into. There's a few viable builds for him, and then some not so viable ones. Oh, blue.
Oh, don't even talk to me about blue. So many people going ranked and just... Well, let's not get into that right now. But anyway, we got the Ezreal, we've got the Corki. And with the changes to the Triforce, with the Rage effect on the Phage, as it were, it's going to be a bit more viable on these carries. Not sure exactly if both of them will go for it. Ezreal might go for it, and Corki will most definitely go for it. Just so much damage, with all of his abilities just proccing that Sheen constantly and getting a lot of burst damage down. Yeah,
so both teams have been locked in. We'll have to see who goes where, of course. They could decide to switch around. Meso Kid was thinking about Morgana, but he decides to go with Orianna. And of course, Malphite Orianna, very strong combo. Not to mention the Vi Orianna. There's a lot of fight potential there. Dip and Chucky Bro switching their picks around, so we're not sure who's going where. We didn't really talk about the bans for Celestial. They banned out Elise, Shen, and Kassadin. Both Meso Kid and Dip, very strong Kassadin players. They've killed each other many times with it. And I believe Elise was played by Shernfire, who's the normal jungle for youFRAG, who was recently known as Reverence. They've been picked up by a team, good for them. There's going to be Chucky Bro tonight, so I'll have to see if that affects them here, Hello, as we can now reveal the summoners and talk about them.
Yeah, so that Lee Sin going to go into the jungle there. A lot of ganking, a lot of lane presence. I mean, he can just destroy lanes single-handedly. And we've all experienced that. Just Lee Sin ganks from nowhere, instantly kills you with that high ratios at early levels. We've got the Vi in the other opposite side jungle, and she's going to have a lot of good ganks herself with that Q, that massive jump in there, and a lot of AOE down at bot for both sides, I believe, with the Zyra and the Ezreal versus the Corki Sona. So we'll see who gets level 6 first, who initiates first, and who wins those early skirmishes at bot.
Yeah, it's interesting because Ezreal obviously has the Mystic Shot, and Zyra has the longest auto attack range of all the traditional supports. So they've got a lot of poke and kind of kite potential with the Roots and the Arcane Shift, whereas the Sona Corki combo has massive burst damage. They still have the Valkyrie, not as much mobility, but their damage cannot be underestimated. If you take a Phosphorus Bomb and a Q Power Chord from Sona, you're going to be feeling it in the morning.
Yeah, a lot of chunk damage there, just general burst there. And we got up top the Malphite versus the J4 there. So J4 obviously heavily reliant on that standard Dragon Strike combo to get in, and it's going to be a bit more difficult against a Malphite with his movement speed sap and the attack speed sap. So he'll be able to dodge a lot of these initiates that Lee Sin's going to go in for, as well as drain him when he tries to go in for those early game initiates.
Well, it's interesting because Dip is normally the mid laner for youFRAG, so unless they're they're both acting as solo laners, we could potentially see J4 mid, and that would be fantastic against Orianna, able to jump on her and bring the smack down. I was just looking at the runes and masteries. Kennen's running 2901. Malphite's running the 12 AD. So there's a bit of craziness going on. Of course, the teleport is on Malphite. We see that quite regularly. If he if he teleports somewhere with his unstoppable force up, he can make an explosive impact in the fights. And via Malphite, they're going to be jumping right on top of Ezreal. Although Ezreal probably the best equipped to get away from them, and between the peeling of Zyra and the presence that Kennen, J4, and Lee Sin will provide, he's probably going to be pretty safe in these fights, provided he doesn't get Orianna ulted at the same time.
Yeah, and a lot of disengage coming down from the youFRAG team, an extreme amount. Zyra with that CC and all the CCs that can just kind of disengage. I'll be interested to see whether Celestial eSports actually has enough disengage in their team. I mean, they have the Sona ult, the Malphite ult, and the Orianna ult, but if they choose to burn it early and get disengaged really hard by the youFRAG team, they'll have nothing left. So, I mean, it's either all in or all out of them.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to say it. You're either all in or you get the heck out of there. So we're going to be moving into the skin battle here, ladies and gentlemen. Have to see if we have some cool skins coming out like Glacial Malphite, I'm hoping for. Waiting for it to load. There we go. Alright, so we're into the screen already. Already we can see the Pulse Fire Ezreal coming out. Muay Lee Sin is going to run around like he's a schoolgirl. The Chinese J4 and the Karate Cannon. They're going against, I think a full lineup from Celestial. youFRAG Corki, I do like that skin.
Yeah, I'm just still loading in, sorry, actually. Oh, Neon Strike Vi, there you go.
Oh, that's got a really annoying sound on the recall.
Yes, indeed it does. I'm not sure what Riot was thinking there, actually. I mean, I don't know what it's referenced to.
It's, trying to think. I think it's One Piece or something. There's a character with massive fists. Might be the main one.
Really?
Yeah.
If I was interested in One Piece, I probably would know something more about it. But anyway, moving along. youFRAG Corki, we all love the Earth. I mean, come on, who doesn't love the Earth? Kind of an OP champion idea, but come on, I mean, we wanted a massive manatee just running around, jumping on us. But so we see actually balanced skins, except for Zyra just letting the team down there. So it's GG now. We can just shut down this game. We're done.
Yeah, so Scumbag Dizzle, who is ruining all the skins of the game. Looks like SKT1 is what the bottom lane of youFRAG are going for. And in the World Finals, they're coming up. Hello, they're going to be exciting. I think they start on Monday at like 4 AM or something.
4 AM, well, I'm going to be up bright and early to watch that. Pulse by Ezreal, really good skin. I mean, the only thing I would actually say that's wrong with that is the The taunt is actually changed, which my favorite taunt is obviously "You belong in a museum." So
You belong in a museum.
you belong in a museum. You belong in a museum. Anyway, that noise coming down, and the Karate Kennen Warring Kingdoms J4 Mutai Lee Sin. Do you enjoy Mutai Lee Sin? I mean, I don't really like it myself.
I personally prefer the other skins. Like, it's cool when he attacks, but when he's running around, I just think it looks silly. Like, he's like, wee.
Bit of dancing when he's running around. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem logical to me, but you know, I can see what, yeah, I kind of see where it's coming from. But not one of my favorite skins. But anyway.
Oh, okay, so we're seeing something very similar to the last game between these teams here. Hello, as both teams want to be aggressive on each other. The ward goes down from the red team. It will be spotted by the ward that Dezel placed down earlier. A lot of defensive wards coming out from the blue team, actually. They want to see if the enemy enters their jungle, and they're going to be taking an interesting route to the red buff. Looks like we could potentially see these teams mixing up. I don't know who's got a stronger level 1, honestly. Oriana and J4 can both give vision. Oh, Cannon is leading the charge in. Red team, they're posturing back and forth. They've got the vision advantage of the ball, but it looks like they're going to back off. They've got no idea that blue team's up here at the moment. Special Cloud going to be going around. Oh, he may have seen a flash of Cannon there. Yeah, spamming and pings down. I think Cabron unfortunately flashed out of the bush just for a second. Looks like the red team's going to respond here, hello, and they could potentially be stealing the red buff. Of course, there is a ward there.
Yes, they have been seen on that approach to red buff, and bot lane is actually not rotating that way. I think they're just going to go straight to lane. I think they're going to let this red go for free, and they're going to take a red of their own. Obviously, that Lee Sin wanting to get that red for early ganks, but there's actually 4 going for the red buff on the Celestial side, whereas on the youFRAG side, there's only 3. So, as you said, the J4 mid going to be trying to counter that Oriana with a lot of damage that Oriana doesn't really have resistance for, and the Vi is going to be kind of dancing around, walking around, just showing her face to the wards, and might go for a gank here actually.
Yeah, so looks like both junglers going to be clearing each other's reds and heading straight to the blues. Lee Sin used the smite on blue. Vi also has the smite up, so after all that posturing around, there's not too much going on early on. It will be J4 in the mid, so Mesa Kid's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Dip will be happy with this matchup. I'm expecting Mesa Kid to level the command protect, because not only does it give a big shield on a small cooldown, but it also gives, I think, 30 or 40 armor at level 5 when it's on him. And I think that'll be really beneficial. Both junglers may be coming to the mid here, hello. I want to go through the teams, but looks like Vi will be coming in just to get Dip to back off. Sharky Bro was going to take the Wraiths, but has backed off for now. Looks like he's going to try and contest them. I don't think either of them have smite up at the moment. The kick going to go onto the Wraith. It will be picked up here. Denting Blow is going to go on. Poseidus, I want forced to flash out by Dip's combo. Well done by youFRAG.
That was a very good play by them. I mean, they got the flash for free. They just got the J4 combo there, and bot seems pretty even at this point. I mean, a bit pushed in the favor of Celestial here, but at top lane, it's just absolute slaughter. I mean, Kennon's got him Malphite at his tower, and Malphite obviously with great clear, but just not enough harass.
Clear yet.
Oh, well, he has a lot of clear in general, not as yet, of course, not that level, but obviously this Kennon's got too much lane dominance this early, and he's just pushing him away and chipping out his health, and Malphite's been forced to go Doran Shield Pots rather than another build for some wards, but Kennon's actually gone the Doran Blade himself, so both night vision at top.
Okay, so Mesa Kid could potentially be seeing some attention from Sharky Bro here. Red ping going down. They may suspect that Lee Sin is around. He's going to check that his red is there. It is not, of course. We'll go through the teams quickly while we've got a second of peace here. Hello, so representing youFRAG eSports team Kisai, trying to defend their number 4 spot in a rematch from last week. Dezel, the team captain, on the Zyra without a skin. He wins the Scumbag Award. His partner in crime will be Mappo on the Pulsefire Ezreal. Chucky Bro on the Muay Thai Lee Sin running around. He is playing the role of jungle. Dip in the mid lane as the Warring Kingdoms J4. And rounding out their team is Karate Kid Cannon up at the top lane.
Yeah, and for Celestial here we have Okrim? Can't remember his
Otem.
name.
He is the captain
Yeah,
of
Otem.
Celestial, I believe.
Oh, is he? There we go. So your team captain on the AD carry, Otem. Then you got down at bot lane, you got the Sonar on Skin Vini. Beside us 01 on the jungler Vi. Mid lane we got Meso Kid, and top lane we got Special Cloud.
Okay, so a couple of 100 gold in the favour of blue team right now. In addition to blowing Vi's flash, it looks like they're not going to be able to capitalise on it too much. It's interesting to see that Vi's decided to pick up a Doran's Blade, so really wants to be able to duel Lee Sin and potentially J4 coming in here. Chucky Bro going to be coming in for the gank on Mesa Kid. He's forced to flash out. He gets hit by the Sonic Wave. Resonating Strike will not follow up. That's 2 flashes blown by the combo in the mid here. I wonder if they'll be able to capitalise, or they're just happy with the zone right now. 10 CS in the favour of Dip.
Yeah, down at the bot lane we actually have 2 pink wards right next to each other, so they see the vision of each other, and they're not going to take down them. They're just going to kind of leave them there to say, yeah, you can see us, we can see you. Let's just leave it there. Just give
I think
vision
the
to each
blue
other.
ward may actually be kind of like half outside the bush, and it's not revealing, because if you spam F1, F2, they don't see each other.
Oh my, that's interesting.
Yeah, something strange going on there.
A bit of black magic going on, actually. That was interesting. Actually realised that. Interesting. Anyway, down at bot lane, we've got Ezreal up on farm here. Considering that he's been pushed back, I'd say it's a good effort by him. And Otem just continuing to poke back, but he's not very healthy right now, and he actually picked up the Doran star, so he's not going to have any health potion to keep him up. Ezreal picked up the Dorans too, so neither of them, if they have any poke, are going to be able to keep themselves up other than with that passive on the Doran's Blade.
Not to mention, Sona is capable of providing the heal. She's got 2 in the area of Perseverance at the moment. Although, yeah, Corki is taking quite a bit of punishment early on. Mappo and Des are going to be heading back. How much gold is Mappo packing? 1600. He could pick up the BF sword or potentially Phage or Sheen. He will go Sheen, so it looks like we'll see Triforce from both of them. Sharky Bro and Poseidus 01 going to meet each other in the jungle and say goodbye as Dippo going to... No, sorry, Dippo, what the hell? Tip going to be comboing over the wall. He's running a little bit low on money. He still has the red pot available. Meso Kid has not gone back yet. He's packing 1400 Dip with the 1550. Could potentially pick up some consumables along with the Brutalizer or something like that. As Sharky Bro is hanging around here, and Mesa Kid does not have vision of him. He does have the ultimate available. He does actually have Barrier. We didn't pick up on that before. And it's actually really smart against the burst potential of J4.
Yeah, just gotta have a bit of a clutch save to those barriers. Just at the last second, just pop your barrier. You're fine. You'll live, most likely, unless it's a full initiate. I mean, the barrier won't really do much in those situations. But she picked that up to just try and take away from the massive burst Jarvan has, just to try and save herself in sticky situations, as well as her flash not being down. I mean, she's got 2 defensives, and she actually picked up the Seeker's arm guard early. Obviously, a very, very, very good item against heavy AD carriers that go to mid, like the Kha'Zix and Zeds and J4, obviously. So J4's actually going to pick up the jungle creeps as well, just kind of get a massive lead that he wants, and Sharky Bro's just going to go straight to red and try and keep ganking for him.
Okay, so Blue has been passed over to the J4. It looks like Blue will be also able to pass off to Orianna. Mesa Kid's going to be very happy getting this Blue for free because he's going to be able to shove the lane now with no repercussion and pick up the Wraiths to try and catch up in the CS and potentially go and help out. We'll have a look at the CS around the map. So Kebran not doing as well as we would have thought, or maybe it's just that Special Cloud's doing a fantastic job of keeping his farm up. Malphite with Doran Shield, very difficult to poke down, obviously, with the passive. The jungle is looking dead even, apart from the early blowing of Poseidus 01's flash. Mid lane, 15 CS advantage to Dip. Oh, and the mid lane again, the bottom lane, we're going to see Skinny Vinny is going to get rooted and take a Mystic Shot to the face. Otem still has his Valkyrie. Oh, Mesa Kid in the mid lane, going to be jumped on by Dip, and Sharky Bro is not going to be able to get out of here for sure. Oh, he's trying to get out. They're trying to give it to Dip, and he's giving them a lot of trouble, but in the end, Sharky Bro picks up the kill. And I can already hear the chat going on. Cybergamer at the top lane, going to jump into... Oh, I think that Unstoppable Force was dodged by Kebron's flash. Now the Assault and Battery going to go off. I don't think Kebron can get out of here. Cybergamer going to pick up that kill. A kill to both junglers as Chucky Bro now down at the bottom lane. Otem going to use the barrier to absorb the ultimate of Ezreal. Skinny Vinny will pay for it with his life, but at least the AD carry is going to get out. Dip here, and this game quickly got out of hand here. Hello.
Yeah, a lot of things going down on the map. First mid and bot at the same time, then top going down. Kennen with an amazing play, dodging the Unstoppable Force of the flash. Still got caught out by the Vi mid-Vi-side ulter. So it was questionable whether or not he should have used his flash. I mean, he would have got ulted either way. I mean, it's on target as well, so it was worth a try, but it wasn't really worth the CD. I mean, we'll see that in a little while when he goes back to top with Malphite. Goes back in for an initiate. So bot lane there just got picked out very, very hard. I mean, every ult going down, Lee Sin just going to initiate, of course, an amazing initiator, and the lots of CC on the Zyra with the ult and the snare, so very, very good play by them.
Yeah, so let's take another stock of the situation here. 2.3k in the favour of the defenders youFRAG here. Who do you think has a better teamfight team? Both of them have a lot of really strong AoE initiation, but who do you think, if a fight kind of starts at the same time, who do you think is going to take it away?
Well, I think that Celestial actually has the better team fight here with the Unstoppable Force, just a whole team knock-up. That's just amazing. And the Vi can pick off the carries by herself, so she can actually lock down a carry by herself as well as knock back the team back. So if they link their CCs, their team CCs together, their ultimates, then I think they'll have a better team comp. But obviously that Kennen with that extremely powerful ult just stunning 3 people like instantly. So we'll see how the team fight goes, but I'm fairly sure that Celestial eSports has a far more solid team comp than that.
Yeah, so both the top laners and the jungle's paying a lot of attention to mid here. I think the tensions between Dip and Meso Kid coming to a head here. Dip throwing out the LO. That must have been from the kill on Meso Kid earlier. So just about 3,000 gold in the favour of youFRAG at the moment. Special Clad picking up a heck of a lot of health. It's going to be very difficult for the team of youFRAG to burn through him. The only percentage damage they have is the marginal cadence on the J4. And it doesn't look like... oh no, it actually isn't going to be Triforce. Mappo was just picking up an early Sheen, and he will be going for blue build. That may be to try and kite Vi and Malphite. But kiting a Vi is always a difficult prospect.
Yeah, a lot of chase there with her Q and her ult. It's very hard to escape her. I mean, Ezreal obviously has Arcane Shift away, but she has responses for that with her Q, so around the same cooldown, but obviously Ezreal able to reduce that cooldown just by spamming his Q and such. So he's going to be going for that kiting build. I think that was a good pick up by him. It was either Triforce or...
Oh, Unstoppable Force going to go into Kebron, and then he will get Assault and Battery. Going to pop the ult, and he'll get both the stuns off Kebron. Going to try and get out of there. And Chucky Bro going to come in being a total bro. Well played by Kebron there. He takes 2 ults to the face. Doesn't blow anything apart from his ultimate. Well done. As Chucky Bro going to be going head-to-head with Posidus 01 here. Oh, both these teams want blood. They're not interested in farming.
No, not at all. They seem to be just going crazy at this point. I mean, and actually they're going to go around to red, and Vi, will she get caught out? She's staying with red. She wants to get it, but they will figure out, but then they miss and jump on by J4, but she flashes perfectly over the wall, just totally just shuts down their initiate. That was a well-timed flash by them. She actually got 1 ult for that, and a lot of mana, but she did lose the red for that, and she's forced to go back.
Yeah. I thought she got it for a second. I was like, wow, that was really good. You saw the damage there of Cataclysm from Dip. It just chunked so much with all the AD. He's going to be getting Last Whisper soon. Teleport from Special Cloud to stop the push here in the mid. That's actually really smart. This tower, it still could potentially go down. That would be really bad. If they do lose the mid tower, it will go down. Mid tower being a very important objective for map control. Now, the red team not going to have the advantage of a tower to fall back to. Kebron going to be heading back up to the top lane. Nice roam to the mid to pick up that objective. And let's have a look at the CS 30. What is that? 30? I think 30 between the mid laners here. I would argue, though, that as time goes on, Orianna is going to become more relevant. Whereas J4, once his cooldowns are down, he's kind of sitting there whacking on a Corki who's going to be doing a lot of burst. It's going to be very difficult for him if he can't 100 to 0 his target.
Yeah, Oriana obviously with a strong initiator herself, as well as being a range initiator, which is extremely good. And she's going to be able to get her farm back actually. Once she starts getting items, starts getting levels, she's able to clear lanes and very quickly just push them down just with the Q dissonance combo. And down at bot, we actually see Lee Sin camping behind the tower, wants to go in for a lane gank. Doesn't want to be seen. They have a pink there. They know it's not going to be warded, but that front brush actually there is warded. So I'm not sure if he's going to wait here until they go in, or is he just going to sit around and kind of chill. That ward is actually going to see and
the root is going to go
down.
off. Chucky Bro going to get the W forward. Skinny Vinny instantly flashing out of there. Otem going to be knocked up by the Strangle Roots. Nice work by Chucky Bro, kicking Sona forward. Otem, he does have the flash and barrier value. Posidus 01 going to be getting the ult down on Dezel. Nice missile barrage from Otem, securing that kill there. And Mappo, even with his blue build, getting quite low on mana. Mesa Kid is here for the backup. Going to be chucking his ball onto Otem there. As the True Shot Barrage going to whack through the tower, but not do much else. Sorry to interrupt you there, hello.
That's absolutely fine. Poseidon 01 actually, Sharky Bro getting caught out. They're going to go on him. Mesa Kid's there, trying to slow him down. Poseidon's just still punching him in the back of the head. Will the distance be able to come up soon enough? Dip's coming down actually, going to go on Poseidon. But Mesa Kid and Poseidon's just running away safely. The blue on that Jarvan, not enough to spam his abilities, but just a little bit of damage coming down, and they're just going to go back to their objectives. Malphite was going to try and rotate down actually, but giving Kennen a bit of free fun. And Kennen actually does have wards, so he's going to ward the brush there. There we go, and just try and not get ganked by an extremely good ganker in the form of Light.
Yeah, so another shout out to Hooperlad. Oh, I just wanted to give a shout out to someone. Posidus 01 gonna do the panic. Oh, who's gonna get this blue? It will be Mesa Kid. Nice work on the dissonance there to pick that up. And of course, he's completely ignored me and decided to level dissonance, which it has worked out for him for sure. He's only died once, and he's keeping up in the CS as well as possible. Like, going against the J4 as anything that's even remotely squishy is an incredibly difficult concept, so he's doing very well here, only dying once. Skinny Vinny taking a decent bit of damage from the plant there. Posidus 01 completely out of position to stop this dragon. Probably going to be another 950 gold to youFRAG here. Does get picked up, and I don't think anything's going to be started here. Mesa Kid going to clear the ward with the aid of the pink. Another ward going to be placed down. Shout out to Hooperlad telling us we're doing a great job tonight. Thanks, buddy. We are very happy that you're here.
And up at top, Special Cloud's actually been pushing this whole time, so they want to get something for the dragon rather than just not responding with anything, no kills, no nothing. They want to actually get something for it. So they're just pushing down this tower on this Malphite. Obviously he has the teleport there, so he can actually split push fairly easily, but Kennen going to come up, just shut him down. And down at mid we got Oriana obviously scaling up and trying to catch up on farm. She's getting pretty close there, nearly only like a 20 something lead on the Jarvan, so she's going to be trying to get
bot here. Hello, do you think something's going to happen?
I think it is. I mean, he's camping around the back of the wall. Will he go in? There's a snare going down on Corky. Will he Valkyrie out? Doesn't have enough time. He does Valkyrie out. The Stranglethor's coming down. The ultimate on Ezreal misses completely. Sony getting caught out as well, but she'll be fine with that tower there. They're just going to walk off and act like that never happened. I mean, Ezreal, if he didn't miss his ult just getting a field goal there, he would have possibly gotten the kill. I'm not sure if it would have done enough damage. It possibly would have.
Definitely would have killed him, yeah.
Yes, I'm fairly sure it would have, but he was standing behind minions, and obviously the damage reduction on that would have brought it down, but it would have, possibly killed him. I mean, there's a high chance it would have killed him. Anyway, Sona and Vi are going to try and protect this, but it's going to go down fairly easily. No one else is able to rotate. Oriana's kind of hanging around red, so she didn't really have any chance of coming back. And then Triforce Rush on Corky. He's going to try and run down the lane as fast as he can to try and get some of his CS before the tower gets in.
I think Otam really needs to be commended there. That was a fantastic use of his flash to avoid the True Shot Barrage. Definitely would have clipped in there. And I think very unfortunately for Chucky, bro, he chucked out his Q once he safeguarded into the fight. And I think it hit a minion right in front of him. I was expecting it to just zero onto Otam and execute, but I didn't see it, and then Otam had the very nice dodge on the True Shot Barrage, so well played at the bottom lane. They lose their tower, but they keep their lives. Otam looking very healthy in the CS. Unfortunately for him, Mappo's up ahead of him with a kill. We'll have to see if Corky's able to deal with the Kennen, Jarvan, Lee Sin combo, and of course he will be. Dezel is doing fantastic with the roots so far, always catching someone out when it counts, and the Stranglethorn's obviously very disruptive.
Yeah, just amazing snares by him, and at top there's actually going to be a fight, I believe, and the Q down from Lee Sin, but he's actually going to walk the wrong way, and Ken is going to get caught out, and a lot of damage coming down. Will he die? But he actually zonies at the last second. I mean, Lee Sin's just walking around trying to have a bit of a dance. He could have possibly saved him there with the ult, but I'm not sure what he's trying to do. And he hit the Q perfectly, but he just walked around alongside, and Mesa Kid's actually going to get caught out. He's got the ignite on him. Will he die? He will die. Jarvan's just trying to run away. Lee Sin's still standing there, not doing much. Will he kick him? He does kick them, but doesn't do much either. He's just trying to run away now. Will he get the safeguard off? I think he will. Jarvan's just still walking away, trying to get some fun for the last second, and Lee Sin does safeguard away. So I'm not exactly sure what the plan was there. I mean, Lee Sin hit a perfect Q on the Vi, but she just got out of range, and he decided to go the long way around rather than chasing after. Perfect zones by Kennen as well, so good turnaround from them.
Yeah, so it is 1-for-1 when all is said and done, although red team going to pick up a tower off of it. They could potentially steal the blue here as well. Oh, sneaky little smite from Chucky Bro Presidus 01, throwing it out just a tad early. But geez, these assault and batteries coming out from Presidus 01. Kebron must be really hating on. I think he panicked a little bit and flashed too early. I think we've all done that though. Vi just zeroes in on you and you're just like, oh crap, flash. Oh.
Yeah, so there was no real way you can get out of Vi's ult. I'm not sure if does cleanse, I'm not exactly sure.
Doesn't do nothing.
Does not.
Oh, I think you can cleanse the stun and like start doing stuff while you're in the animation of her dunking you on the ground because it's considered a stun. But yeah, there's not much you can do like apart from Banshees and Spell Shield and just killing her while she's doing it. I think no, even if she's dead, she'll still knock you up. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, she's also actually immune to CC for the whole duration of that, so try anything to slow her down or anything stuns, it will not work at all, not a thing it will do. And a lot of map awareness coming down from this red team, but as I say that, the whole left side of the jungle is warded for the blue team, so a lot of map awareness. There's two wards on each other near Dragon actually, and one on Dragon for red team, not for blue team as of yet. And Ezra's going to keep farming. Got a big item actually in the form of an Iceborne Gauntlet, and he's got his Manamute, so he's doing very good here. And Vi actually at mid just kind of camp around the wall. Will she try and go in? I don't think she will. I think they want to go in though. I mean, they were a bit out of position there, and Jarvan and Lee Sin just wanted to get out of there. Did not want to deal with that good initiate from the Vi Oriam combo.
Yeah, so Dragon's going to be coming up here in 55 seconds. Thankfully, with the we got the little thing in the corner carrying people like me who can't keep the timers down. So a lot of vision coming out here from the blue team. The red team, they have some decent vision themselves actually, but it's more kind of border security type of deal. I'm going to try and chuck up the teamfight UI when the fight happens. So 3 towers for the blue team, only 1 for the red team, which was from the last exchange getting the top tower up here. We have to keep in mind teleport is available on Special Cloud, and both of these teams are AoE orientated. Nice sneaky little ward here from Skinny Vinny, not going to be spotted by the pink ward. And when Dragon respawns in 14 seconds, I feel like it's going to be a major point of contention. Kebron heading there, and Special Cloud does have teleport available. Unfortunately, Mesa Kid goes back at an inopportune moment. Presidus 01 going to be whacking away at the tower here. Otam going to be taking some hits. Presidus 01 gets queued by Chucky Bro, going to punch his way out of there. And the disengage comes out. Chucky Bro lands it on Otam, and he tries to ward jump behind him and pull an insect, but Otam too fast with the Valkyrie.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the placement of wards there was kind of a bad positioning, but they're actually going to go for Dragon here. And red team actually rotating down. Will they try and contest it? They don't have the numbers to contest it. It's 4v3 here. Kenner's going to try and get a bit of harassed down. He's just going to keep going for it. Poseidon 01 wants to go in on this. He will go in on this, but he decides to go change his mind. He's actually getting caught out here. Will jump over the wall. He will. Cataclysm will it go down. Poseidon 01 getting caught out. He's going to ult. Will he get disengaged? No disengage down. Whole team stunned. Malphite comes in with the teleport there, stunning 2 of them, Lee Sin and the Jarvan there. And Kennen's getting caught out. He will go down, but Ezra wants to keep going in. The Cataclysm will go down on Mesa Kid. Will he die? He will die. 2v4. Will they get it? A bit of low health here. Special Cloud going to keep chasing Lee Sin, but just the Q's coming down from Ezreal, which is too strong. Will he get one of them? He will not get either of them. Sona still in the brush. Will they catch her out? Jarvan's rotating down. They will see her with the ward there. Will she get caught out? She's walking up, but Lee Sin knows. Everyone knows. There she is. She's getting hit. Slowed. Jarvan's coming down. He's got the Dragon Strike. Will one more Q, and it is an ace. 1 for 5, sorry. And that was a really good exchange, and they got Dragon. So that's a massive head lead for them, and they will get a tower if they push fast enough.
Yeah, well played by youFRAG there. They were so close to dying, a few of them barely escaping out of there. And I'm not quite sure what happened with Meso Kid's his ult there. It looked like it hit a lot more than it actually did. It would have been really good if that had gone off. The tower in the mid is going to go down. Mappo has the arcane shift up. He does have flash and barrier. Poseidon, I want forced to back out here, heading towards the Aegis. What is Special Cloud going? He's not actually picked up his boots yet. He might want to do that at some point. What is the Lee Sin running? He does have the Aegis. He's going to be going, stacking the health. I think he wants to go for Randuin's. And Dip, man, he's doing so much damage when he manages to get into the fight. But like I said, the more time goes on, the harder it's going to be for J4 to do his job. He has picked up the Black Cleaver, which will increase the damage of Ezreal and Lee Sin by quite a bit. You earlier on pointed out the early damage of Lee Sin starting to fall off a bit, but the Dragon's Rage and the Execute on Resonating Strike still being quite significant, only further boosted by a Black Cleaver.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming out from that Lee Sin. He's not actually going to pick up a jungle item, but they will catch her. So she's got the oracles on her. It would be detrimental if she dies. She's going to get kicked out from the team. She will jump and going to go down. Just wasting everything on her. Just wanting to get killed. Flash Cataclysm, but Mako will actually flash away from that. Doesn't want to go down here. It was actually a 4-on-2 there for that whole fight, and Sonian caught out really hard. There was a ward there that actually spotted her, so that's why she went down. She wanted to try and get some vision denied on the blue team here, but not actually going to get any wards for that. So kind of a waste of money when you really think about it. But she wanted to try and be helpful for her team.
Oh, you do keep oracles when you die.
Yes, you do, but the limit I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The death time.
Time will be definitely ruined, yeah.
So they're trying to actually get a tower here.
Oh, the minion wave gets cleared. The tower's down to about 2/5 of its health. Blue team really wants to get this. Red team either has to go in or let it go. They are going to let it go, but they're still pushing forward. If they wanted to fight, they needed to do it when the tower was there. Going to be pursuing blue team. The blue buff going to be attempted by blue team. Get out of there. Will Poseidon someone get the ult off? Has the Vireball on it. Dezel going to be caught out by Otem. Oh, the plant absorbs the missile just for a little bit at least. Chucky, bro, will he get this? Oh, okay, safeguards over the wall. That could have been bad. So Dezel goes down in exchange for a tower, and it looks like red team got their eyes on the mid tower here. Hello.
Yeah, they want to try and push a tower down. I mean, they've only got one tower in response of 3, actually 4, sorry, excuse me. So they're actually a bit down here, but the Oracle's actually going to be very useful on that Sona. She didn't actually get to use it before. She didn't get anything for it, but now she's going to deny some of that vision. Ezreal trying to slow down this push as much as he can, but I'm not sure if this tower will go down here. I mean, Corky's got a lot of damage here with the Triforce procs and the missile combo, so he's going to be trying to get this tower, but they actually won't get the tower. They're going to get pushed back, and youFRAG, going to try and push their lead here.
Yeah, so there is no vision for red team at the Bazkebab. They saw J4 heading up there, but it will just be to clear the top lane. 5 pieces of infrastructure to the 1 so far. Almost a 10,000 gold lead for the defenders tonight. youFRAG defending their number 4 spot against the rank 5 Celestial. Celestial doing really well in the fights that they're winning. They're doing really well, but they're not keeping it together enough in the fights that they're losing, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of a one-sided affair with this. I mean, teleport did come down from Malphite, but it was too little too late in that last fight. I mean, everyone was pretty much dead by the time he got there. He did get a good unstoppable force on 2 of the opposing team, but it was actually on the Lee Sin, so with his scaling down, I mean, the main damage was just still there, just constantly hitting them, and Ezreal was able to free spam his Qs, so they need to kind of organize their fights, get the teleports down early so they're prepared for the fights with that tanky Malphite so we can soak up all the damage rather than trying to go 4v5 and losing 3 members before Malphite even actually arrives.
Yeah, that shockwave is so key to their fights here. I'm having a bit of a giggle in the mid. I feel like the shockwave is going to define the fight because they want to layer the crescendo on top of that and then get Poseidon jumping on top of Ezreal, and Otem can then deal with the J4 by himself. I feel like in a 1v1, Otem's going to be looking better and better here once he picks up some life. So he's actually decided to go Sork Shoes. I wonder if that was a misstep or he just wants to boost his magic damage.
Sork Shoes, really? Interesting. I'm not sure about that one, actually.
No, if it floats his boat, I guess.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat, indeed. I'm not sure what he was thinking with that. Maybe he wants his rockets, bit of poke to come down. He wants to have a bit more poke with those missiles. maybe phosphorus bomb. Who knows? Whatever's going through his head, it's obviously better than what I can do
Yeah.
because obviously I'm a mega noob when it comes to this. But we will see where they're going from this. I mean, Malphite's constantly pushing top, trying to push down lanes, but he's actually forcing his team to go 4v5, as I said, regularly. But they've got a lot of map control here. Look at the wards just constantly. The map's just littered with these red wards. Not many, or not all, actually, for blue team. So they're going to be trying to take Dragon again here, just trying to keep their lead up. And they will see them rotating down, but I'm not sure if they actually see them taking the Dragon. They just think they're maybe going to defend or something, so they're not actually going to respond to this.
Yeah, so that will catapult blue team into the 10,000 gold lead so far. But their team falls off fairly hard, to be honest. Like Kennen, if he gets knocked out of the fight, it's going to be difficult for him. Lee Sin and J4 both fall off in terms of damage. And Blue Ezreal more about the kiting rather than the pure damage. When it comes to a one-on-one, if he can't out-kite Otam, he's going to be definitely outbursting him here. I want to give a quick shout out to Orthogonus, who is reminding me that I haven't picked up my pop filter yet. Hopefully he keeps harassing me till I finally do it. Shout out to Burkkill111, Lock567, and yep, thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate it. We'll have to see who can take this game away here. Hello, for all the action that's taken place. It's only 10-5 at the moment.
Yeah, a bit crazy, these two teams. 31 minutes in, 10-5, and it's just been a bit more. It's been a bit crazier than we have actually seen. So there's been a lot of plays going down, a lot of people trying to make plays. Both junglers trying to get kills on these lanes here, but not actually that big of a difference. I mean, 5 kills isn't really that much. That's one team fight. I mean, and that's actually evened out. So, but the main difference is 5-1 towers. I mean, that's just a huge lead there. The lane's constantly pushing up towards those inhibitors. Once they get those last tier towers, are going to be open inhibitors, which they already have them exposed. So, I think that Celestial needs to just kind of turtle, try and get their head together, and then win fights solidly rather than having 1 for 5 and 2 for 5 and such.
Yeah, this basketball dance is going to be very tense. Both teams having a lot of AoE, and when you're packed in the basketball pit, it's going to be multiplied in its effectiveness. Dip clearing another ward out. He's picked up the Bloodthirster, so he's looking fairly squishy. If he is trying to clean up and the other team is looking healthy, he might have a little bit of trouble. Chucky Bro pushing up here. He's working towards the Randuins. How much gold is he packing at the moment? No, he's not going to have nearly enough for it yet. He needs another 40 of them. Thank you, Lock567. Really appreciate it. I'm not sure if you're talking to me or Hello. Probably Hello. He's got a pretty smooth voice. So, the red team, they've got a lot of vision here, despite it being cleared out. Hello, they're doing really well in keeping the vision up to try and catch up. But the blue team definitely in the driving seat at the moment.
Yeah, they're just going to try and force their leads here. I don't want it to go too early of a Baron. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the situations where they've gone for early Baron too early, and they're actually going to catch out Corki, but he's going to miss the snare, going to get away fairly cleanly. Poseidon's taking a quarter of his health without engaging just for free. Kennen going to get a bit of damage there, and with the Leander, he's going to do a ton of damage to people with high health like the Malphite and such. So they're going to be taking a lot of damage from this Kennen, some simple pokes and abilities like that. But what I don't want to see this game is the blue team pushing their lead too far to the point where they go for early Baron, they're all half health, and then a fight suddenly happens and they all get aced. Then they lose the game. So they don't want to push that Baron. They don't want to force the issue too much, but they do want to get that Baron, try and push their lead even further.
Yeah, they want to force a strong team fight. That's where they'll be looking strong, particularly if they can, you know, start the fight where they want and spread out so that they're not able to get the unstoppable force into shockwave combo. Both teams all present here. They're just posturing back and forth. Both teams know what this means to them. They don't want to make a mistake. Like you said, Hello, we're going to have to see where the explosive engagement happens. It could potentially be the fight that ends the game. Death times are starting to stretch longer and longer. Looks like the top lane going to be under the thumb of blue team here. Red team going to be pushing forward to the tower. It's looking pretty healthy in the mid, to be honest. But, of course, Special Cloud going to be able to tank that for days. Still hasn't picked up his boots. And the blue team looks like they're going to go for the top tower. Red instantly switching course, going straight for there. Is this where we're going to see the first big team fight here? Hello. Top tower going to fall to no response just yet.
And they are rotating up very quickly. They want to go in on this. Poseidon is actually going around the side. Willie catches him out. Jarvan actually sees them, but he's going to get initiated on Lee Sin. They're going on in Jarvan. They want to kill him very quickly. He's got a lot of damage with the cannon with the zone. He's going to miss everyone. Instant kill on Jarvan. Will they able to keep the damage down? Corki got it down as well. Stranglethorn's going to get all of them. And a lot of damage going down. But the Sonar going to be with the disengage. This Vi still punching him in the face, but Ezreal's doing work by himself in the backlines. He's taken down 2 already. He's going to take down 3. Will he take down 4? Special Cloud's going to try and run away, but he's got nothing left. He will die. Quadra kill for the Ezreal. The GG's coming down, and the Vi is actually going to get away on minimal health. She's going to try and either suicide or she's going to go back, try and defend, but they just want to push this straight down. So they want to get the tower as soon as they can, and hopefully get an inhibitor. And if they get an inhibitor, they're in an extremely good spot.
Again, that was so close from the red team. They got several members low. They just couldn't set it out. I think a big factor in that fight, Hello, was Chakubo jumped straight onto Mesa Kid and kicked him out of range of his shockwave. And by the time he could get in and do it, he only got Kebrin. The inhibitor is going to survive for now. Chakubo going to come up and kick it with his Muay Thai foot. The bottom lane has a big wave there, but Detector Dip is on the case. Going to be able to clear that out quite quickly. Mappo, they've just passed a red ward. This could potentially be bad for them, though. They are going to wisely back out and donate their red buff to the owners of it. As the gold lead now 12,100 in the stretch of blue team. Oh, looks like the Baz Kebab has been set up here. Hello. I wonder if they'll get away with it. No, the blue team is here. Zydeso1 going to go jump onto Chucky Bro. Oh, he's looking so tanky. The teleport from Special Cloud and the flash out by Chucky Bro. Mappo gonna arcane flash out of there, and the successful disengage from blue team. Man, I just wanted to chuck up my basketball sign, and a massive fight started. That was very ballsy from Celestial eSports. They would have got away with it if it wasn't for the fact that Chucky Bro had hung around. Now there's actually no wards in the Baron pit. It's only that ball giving vision. And I feel like it's either going to come down to red team getting the successful fight they want with the shockwave combo, or some kind of throw happening at Baron.
Yeah, they look like they wanted to go for a sneaky Baron there. The Malphite actually still has not got his boots, and he's obviously like a slower walk speed champion. But with that Q on him, he's going to get a bit of a move speed buff anyway, but I'm not sure if it's good enough for him to try and start fights. Obviously he's got that teleport as well, but what we saw in the last fight was actually very important. That Dragon going to come down for blue team. And what we saw in the last fight was Jarvan was low. They all jumped on Jarvan and instantly killed him, but what happened was blue team is just too strong at this point. They could actually 4v5, and Ezreal got behind the whole team by himself and just started taking out people one by one as Vi tried to peel for the carries, but Corki got killed anyway with the Stranglethorns and lots of AoE. But even with the mistakes of the blue team, even with the Kennen not missing everyone, they still somehow won the fight, and I'm not sure if this is actually going to be a win for the red team with the way it's looking. I mean, they can turtle for a while and try and get some farm up. That will give them the lead again, but I'm not sure what's going to happen there. A bit of a sight going down. They will see at least. Will he go in? He actually will go in. He's going to try and get his slows down. He's initiating on the Vi, but he's out of position. Jarvan's out of position as well. He's going to jump straight onto Corki there. Corki's going to flash over the wall, but Kennen's still in the middle of the fight. They still want to go in. It's a 3v3 here, and still some poke going down, but there wasn't a full engage. I mean, blue team was kind of hesitant just then, but Jarvan actually wants to keep going in. He's going to keep chasing. He's just taking some farm here, but that was a bit hesitant from blue team there.
Yeah, not on the same wavelength. Some of them wanted to go in, some of them wanted to back off. We saw Dezel get caught a little earlier on in the mid, was forced to flash out of there. The only one without a skin in the game, so of course he's still walking away with the scumbag medal. Dip, he almost 100-0'd Corki. If it had been earlier in the game, before Otem had picked up the lifesteal, I feel like that auto attack wouldn't have saved him and he would have gone down. So this is the point where Dip's starting to fall off, and he really relies on being ignored to clean up the fights, or to be focused early, get off a lot of damage with the Dragon Strike, get them low with the low armor with the Black Cleaver Dragon Strike, and get Mappo to just clean up again. Dezel going to pass the red ward just as it times out. The Baz Kebab may be started here by the blue team. It is going to be cleared up. We're looking at Red's vision right now. And they know that the Baron has been started. They're coming up very quickly. Kebron going to catch sight of them. Baron's falling very low. Mappo doing so much damage to it. And is Poseidon going to go in? No, he's going to decide to Vault Breaker out of there. Kebab will be gobbled up by the blue team, and now they engage on. Kebron flashes forward, gets the ult off, gets his hourglass. Dip going to jump forward onto Otem, but he has been exhausted and he's kind of isolated at the moment. Blue team following Mesa Kid, going to flash out of there. Oh, nice dodge on the Q. Dip going to slay Otem. The Golden Aegis just doesn't save him. Stranglethorn's going to go off, get a lot up in the air. Special Cloud, oh, beautiful shockwave with the Unstoppable Force. Special Cloud going to try and flash out of there, but it won't be enough so far. A 3 for 2 in the favor of Blue Team, with only a low Mesa Kid and an Sona to defend the base. One inhibitor's already down. The next inhibitor in the mid going to come under fire here. Hello, well done by Blue Team there.
And that was actually another hesitant situation. I mean, Jarvan went straight ham. He went straight into the middle of the fight, started getting his armor reduction down, started punching and hitting people in the face with his spear. He just wanted to get a lot of damage down before he died, as you said. He would get so much damage down. The Cannon doing a far better ult there. Picked off 2 of the tanks, actually. He picked up Vi and Malphite, and those stunning them both, locking them down. But even with the hesitation of the blue team, they still won the fight, and they got 2 inhibitors for that. So that kind of hesitation around Baron, they even started it, got low off it, and they still won the fight. We're just seeing their early game lead just translate just perfectly into the late game as well, with this Israel, who is now legendary, 10-0-3, a lot of farm. He's got nearly full build, he's nearly there. I think he's going to go for a GA as a last item, just to keep poking even if he goes down. And a lot of farm on Jarvan actually as well. He's got a 367 farm, 4-2 and 8. He's going to go into a lot of, he's got a lot of items, sorry. And I'm not sure if he's going to go for the more, or if he's going to sell that item for something else, more useful late game, but we'll see what happens with that.
If I were him, I'd personally go for something either with health, so like a Randuin's, or maybe a GA or something, so he can get back up and throw out another combo, maybe Dragon Strike out of there. Oh, Otem, he's out in the middle of nowhere, but nice dodge with the Valkyrie, gonna get out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing down there, that was a little random. Special Cloud finally picking up the Brutes one. 41 minutes in, he finally
decides to get his boost. And it's not even level 2 boost, it's level 1 boost. But at least he's actually going to be caught by the ward there. They're going to see him. I'm not sure if they want to go in on this, but they don't actually know that Ezreal's actually at base. Their main damage dealer. Will they try and go on this? They have only seen 3 so far. They're not sure whether the 5th is there. Ezreal's actually rotating up. If they go in now, I reckon they will win it, because Ezreal, the main damage dealer, is not there. But they have to deal with 2 down inhibitors. They have to deal with the super minions constantly tapping on their front door, always, constantly, just always there. They can't really push out their base too much, because they will get caught out, as we saw with their Corki. But we'll see what they try and do here. I'm not sure if they can turtle for long enough to win, but if they can, it'll be an amazing comeback.
Yeah, Mappo has picked up the blue buff for himself. Now that he's here, I think the chances of Celestial fighting this off going to be slim to none, as the super minions are pouring into the base, and Chucky Bro just sitting here off to the side waiting for the next wave of minions to come off. They're a while off, but they could probably tank this tower if they really wanted. The pressure on the Nexus tower is getting lower and lower. Red team huddled under the tower, and that's exactly what you don't want to do against a Cannon and J4 Zyra combo. You don't want to be grouped up like this. Mesa Kid forced to try and defend the Nexus towers himself, but it's probably a matter of time until Blue Team decide to go in. They're just methodically taking apart the base at this point, forcing the attention of Celestial to be split here. Chucky Bro doing the pure tank. He's in damage. Oh, we see the Unstoppable Force go forward. I don't think it actually hit anything there, as Stranglethorn's going to go off. Knocks up a few people, including Mesa Kid. Gonna get jumped on, and is gonna use Zhonya's Poseidon 01, and Special Cloud gonna go down Mesa Kid. Does he even get the shockwave off in the end? He does not. He had the barrier off cooldown as well. Mappo is legendary on the blue Ezreal. Otem gonna be caught in the Cataclysm, and he cannot get out here. Triple kill from Kebron. Dip gonna fall low, but not fall. Chucky Bro gonna flash into the fountain and get taken down flying into it. And it looks like number 4 spot will successfully be defended here.
Just wonderful play there by the blue team for the whole game. Just youFRAG, just wonderful gameplay there. And the GG going down. That was a pretty good last fight for the blue team there. And they even got initiated on. Still, every time, even with getting caught out, they still managed to bring the fight back. even when they got one of their carries killed, they still managed to win the fight. They still managed to get that early power down. They still managed to respond to what's happening to them and win. And it was just amazing play from them there.
Yeah, so apologies for the sounds in the background, ladies and gentlemen. Poor Hallow forced to use a webcam mic, so sounded pretty good considering it's a mic on a webcam.
Yeah, apologies. That's totally 100% my bad.
That's all good. We're going to have to elect an MVP here. And of course, it strikes me as funny that at the start I said Blue Ezreal is not viable, and then Mappo goes and does that. May have been the kiss of death for me.
Yeah, a bit of a commentator's curse coming out there. So my MVP would actually have to go to Ezreal. I mean, come on, legendary Ezreal. We can't really say anything bad about him. He did amazingly well. A lot of good plays coming out from him, just taking apart the whole team by himself in one of those fights, just destroying everyone there. Just a very good play by him, and just secure the win for his team.
Well, we're having some unbiased votes in the Twitch chat for Zyra, but I think we will have to go ahead and hand it to Mappo. Although a special mention to Dip, who was going man mode with the J4, built almost no defense, and you notice all of it was magic resist. I think we know what he wanted to achieve in these fights, but well played by both teams. Celestial doing a really good job. I think if they had once managed to get off their difficult combo, this entire game could have looked very different. But well played to both teams. Any parting words here, Hello?
Well, I think that it was a pretty good game by them, by both teams, sorry, and it's just that they had a bit of bad initiation, just not a good game for them, but not to take away from their actual playstyle. They are very good players, but just a bit of bad initiates, but a good game overall.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We're looking forward to a round 3 between these teams. Celestial is so close to cracking the youFRAG. Perhaps they need to counter the Lich Bane Lee Sin in future. This is Cold Blood and Hello Reaper, signing out.
Have a good night, guys.